Saiyan transformations. What are we doing? Ranking them. Yeah, that's right. Again, we're back to rank some more Saiyan transformations. First on my list is a form we missed out in the last video, Super Saiyan 3. Don't ask me why I didn't include it in the last one, I just didn't feel like it. Super Saiyan 3 though is honestly a great transformation. However, I don't have as much love for it as I do the original 2. I don't know, there's something... Maybe it's the lack of eyebrows, maybe it's the way he's looking at me, I don't know, it's just kinda... He looks a little funky. I mean, don't get me wrong, that transformation scene is iconic, the form is iconic, it has some great scenes, it looks really great, especially in the Fusion Reborn movie. It's just, this form really is, like, it's on par with the other two. For me personally, maybe a little bit below them, but it's definitely, you know, just as iconic as the other two. A lot of people love this form, it's just, maybe I love it a little bit less than the other two, so I'm going to give it an A+, yeah, that's right. I get that they're trying to, you know, mix up the formula a little bit, make it look slightly different than just normal spiky hair, make him lose the eyebrows, make him grow really long hair, but I don't know, man, just... it didn't hit the same for me. Don't get me wrong, I still love this. It's an A+, it's not bad, it's really great, but not as great as Super Saiyan 1 and 2. Just gotta make sure you all know that. Now for our first God Key form. And I know these forms kind of get a bit of backlash because a lot of people feel like not underutilized, but they're kind of unearned, just like random transformations. They don't get used often enough, and when they do get used, they're sort of wasted. More of that hate goes towards Super Saiyan Blue though, I think. So, you know, Super Saiyan God does actually get some decent reception, and I think it deserves it. It's a pretty cool form. Let me talk about what I like about it. First of all, we have to give it credit for breathing new life into Saiyan transformations. I mean, Super Saiyan God visually is so different from the last three. I mean, yeah, sure, it's just the Saiyan's normal hair, but red, and, you know, they become leaner and stuff, but I don't know, something about, like, the God Key aura as well. It was something new, and I think Super Saiyan God worked pretty well. You know, obviously later when they introduced Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan Blue, the reception kind of changed because it was just sort of like Blue Super Saiyan, which not a lot of people liked. I get why, but Super Saiyan God visually is great, especially in the Broly movie where, you know, it got some time to shine with Goku and Vegeta. We get introduced to Super Saiyan God Vegeta in the Broly movie, and it looks so cool. I mean, that whole reveal with Vegeta going Super Saiyan God was really great. The way he just absolutely batters Broly after he does it, it's just... that whole scene was amazing, like, visually as well. But another thing that I really love about Super Saiyan God is how it's achieved in the Beerus movie. Like, the whole ritual thing is really cool. I get, like, after that point, they just sort of, you know, they can just transform on a whim, but in the Beerus movie, the whole, like, gathering pure-hearted Saiyans and, you know, combining their powers to create the Super Saiyan God, I thought that was really cool. Obviously, if they had to do that every time, it'd kind of be, like, inconvenient and pointless, so I get why they can just sort of do it without that now, but in the Beerus movie, it was really cool. I mean, like, joining them all together, finding out that, you know, Videl was pregnant with Pan, whatever, that was a cool reveal, but just in general, the whole, like, idea of it being a ritual was pretty cool. We never get to see Vegeta do it, we only get to see Goku do it. I guess we don't really need to, but yeah, overall, just a pretty cool concept, and it kind of makes me like Super Saiyan God more, because I don't know, it's just got, like, its own thing. It's kind of interesting, just sets it apart from the rest of the forms, sort of. So yeah, I think I can give Super Saiyan God a solid A tier. Yeah, I like Super Saiyan God. Now for a form introduced by possibly the most glazed villain of all time behind Darth Vader, Goku Black. I mean, the Dragon Ball TikTok community really loves this guy, and look, I get the hype, he's so cool, but he's really, really not as, like, insane as these guys point him out to be. There's a lot of plot holes in his arc. I understand. It's evil Goku, right? It's cool. Rose is incredible, man. Like, visually, like, the pink hair, or my fault, the rose hair, whatever, it just looks really cool. It fits his whole, like, divinity thing. It's honestly perfect. I don't know, there's not much to say about it. It is sort of just another random form with not really much explanation, just other than Zamasu really wanted to make his own form to make a statement. I don't know. But yeah, compared to the other forms that get introduced in Super, Rose it's definitely on the better side. I mean, like some of the weapons that he conjures while in Super Saiyan Rose. It's so interesting. I mean, like, he gets the scythe, he gets the keyblade, which is obviously a returning thing, but it just looks really good on Rose. Overall, Rose is really cool. Again, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. It's kind of just like a recolored Super Saiyan Blue. Like, I guess it's probably stronger than Super Saiyan Blue, but overall, not a massive difference other than the fact that his hair looks cooler. So, just for that factor alone, I'm gonna give Super Saiyan Rose an A tier. Now, one that I'm sure you've all been waiting for. What are my thoughts on Super Saiyan Blue? Well, first of all, that name is so stupid. I know its original name is Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, and they rename it Super Saiyan Blue to make it easier to remember or easier to say. I was gonna save this rant for a different video, but why the fuck did they not just call Super Saiyan God Saiyan God, and then call Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan God? That would make so much more sense. Why is Super Saiyan God called Super Saiyan God? What does it have to do with Super Saiyan? Why is it not just called Saiyan God? Oh man, it's so dumb. Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan doesn't even make sense. It makes no sense. Honestly, I prefer calling it Super Saiyan Blue, and that is the goofiest name ever. Aside from that, I do think it looks cool. The blue hair, the blue aura, the God Key aura, I think it looks cool. But I know a lot of people dislike it because it's sort of utilized way too much, and it loses way too many of its battles. Other than that, though, I think it gets a bit too much hate. It is still a very cool looking form. It's cool when it's introduced against Frieza. It's cool a lot of the times when it gets used. It's just, a lot of the time, they get battered while using it, which is just, it's kind of unfortunate. But I think it's definitely it gets a little bit too much hate. I don't think it's a bad form at all. Stupid name. It doesn't really make sense, like a lot of the other forms in Super, but I do think it is slightly overhated. So Super Saiyan Blue I think it gets a B tier. It's decent. Not fantastic, not terrible, decent. And yeah, that's probably about it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, like, subscribe, all that stuff. We hit 100 subscribers, which is crazy. Thank you guys for that. I really appreciate it. And yeah, that's about it. Till next time, I'll see you later. Bye.